So, is Red Hood the best leader in the game? If you ask me, yes, he is. For a while, I had him at L2. There was an event last year where you needed to, an event last year, last December, and I screwed it up somehow, some way, and ended up with only, let's see if this works. Yeah, that should be good. And ended up with only enough fracks to take him L2, which he was okay, but he wasn't great at all. Then there was, I want to say, like a PvP week or something, and I ended up having him at L3, and then most recently at L4. L3, he was already amazing. L4, he's, to me, the best leader in the game. Not just best physical leader, but best leader overall. Let's see here. And that is part of the reason. If an enemy dies, then their turn meter drops. And for me, I just recently got into doing turn meter teams, and so he's absolutely perfect for that. I'll go over his abilities in a minute, but those abilities are incredible to me. His leadership ability is incredible to me. I understand that Green Lantern is dominating leader boards and everything like that, mostly because of her, Harley Quinn. But Red Hood, and since his rework, I was loving him before his rework, and then since his rework is just incredible. I'll go through all of his abilities. Apply 3 light damage. Each burst removes 2 awareness, and it's 35% chance to use the barrel down. I'll go to the barrel down now, and that's damage to an enemy. Steal 2 buffs. I think that was just purge 2 buffs before, but now it's steal 2 buffs, max 10 for each bleed on the target, and you send it to a random ally. These just pair well together when it goes off. Now, I feel like for some reason before the rework, it used to go off more than it does now, but it is what it is. Damage to all enemies. Before the rework, maybe it was just me, this ability didn't really hit so hard, so I rarely ever used it. Now it hits a little bit harder, so I use it more. And here's the thing, I'm thinking about taking him L5. There's a pack right now. If I'll go back to that in a second. Also apply heal immunity. So when he damages an enemy, 90% chance to apply 2 bleeds and heal immunity. And for this first one, the blazing pistols, those 3 attacks are individual attacks. So you have 3 chances. You have 3 times. You have those are 3 different attacks in the same attack, and then 90% chance for each one. So you're going to give them a heal immunity. And actually, I didn't even boost it up all the way. I think you can get it to 100% guaranteed. So. And then this is what makes me love him the most. This is the most important ability to me. When an enemy, when an enemy dies, apply 1 buff immunity and turn meter down 50% on all enemies. That's just great. That's just great. So if you can knock out just 1 player, then and you're on a turn meter team, or you have a turn meter team, which I'll show later, then the other team just doesn't get a chance to do anything, and it's incredible. Now here's my situation. He's in the store for 7.5K, and then he has a PvP week coming up, and I'm thinking about taking him L5. And I don't know, I usually don't have this many gems. I usually just burn all my gems at once and end up with 0, but I've actually saved him this time. And so I want to take him L5 because of this ability. You gain invisibility on that last one, and the 2 evasion up don't matter because that's not going to do anything in the game. So I don't know if I'm going to take him L5 or not, because that's going to cost 7,500 gems, and then I have to bust my ass during PvP week to get him to L5. And a teammate of mine, an alliance mate of mine, brought up the point, like, with all the true sight floating around, is invisibility worth it? Is it really worth going and getting it? So this is the turn meter team that I like to use. Oftentimes what I'll do is I'll substitute Wonder Girl in for, let's go to Wally real quick. So I'll make sure I know what this is. This is 15%, okay. And then I think that's 40. So anyway, I'll put Wonder Girl in because what happens is a lot of you guys will have Hal Jordan at lead. I don't see any Hal Jordan lead teams now, which is actually perfect timing, right? Perfect timing for a video. Let's see if I can find any over here in the... Yep, there's one. And there's one. I'll go for this one right now. Oh, no. Got man bat in there. Ooh, what to do, what to do, what to do. I got to prepare for man bat in a different kind of way. Let me take on the stronger team. Okay, so this one might work. We'll go for it. Why not? If I lose, I'll still leave it. So anyway, basically what I like to do is Wally West, fastest character in the game, unless you have like that insane Batwoman combination. Give 15% turn meter to everybody on the team. Then Kaga does this with his ability, knocks 20% of turn meter off of the others. Then I use Wonder Girl to get rid of that debuff immunity. Then I go at it with Red Hood. Problem with this composition that I have really is, and there he goes again, and this should knock. Ooh, oh, he didn't get her. I would expect him to get her then. Okay. That should have been she should be dead right now. That's not fair. Something happened. Okay, let's see if I can knock her out. Yeah, so then all the turn meter goes away. Awesome. Now what I'll do here is attack another plus out against Bane. Yeah, he has all those mins, but like I said, 3 bursts, 90% chance each time to add heal immunity and bleeds. So what that means is that he'll have heal immunity, so all those mins and everything that he gets won't matter, and I can just stack all these bleeds on him. So then that way, hopefully by the time it gets to his turn, he'll just bleed out. Let's see, we'll do this. So I get a visibility for Kaga again. And actually I should use Wonder Girl second more. I don't use that nearly enough. And here's the thing, let's go ahead and reduce his turn meter a little bit. Here's the thing, I only have to use, I'll use Kaga against Bane a little bit in this match, but really all I have to do is just let Red Hood focus on him and give him those bleeds. Let's reduce your turn meter a little bit more this time. Give everybody 15% again. Boom, take out Green Lantern. Now you have no turn meter, and we'll just stack these bleeds and heal immunities on you, if you even make it that far. But I love this composition. The 3 main ones, Wally West, Red Hood, and Kaga, and then you can sub in Wonder Girl or whoever else you need. A lot of times I use Black Adam. And it's fun, because the opponent doesn't get an opportunity to do anything. So... Now, I wanted to show him off in a team with Batwoman, just because Batwoman is nuts in this game. I have to do a video on her next. I just got her to L3 7011, and she's absolutely amazing, especially this first. If any of you have ever played against her before and you don't know what she does, it happens so fast that you end up like losing 2 characters. This is basically it. This ability gives her 20% turn meter. And if there's a legendary ability, that'll have that happen first in the game. And then what the computer does automatically is go with their third ability, which is this. Let's see, does that take her out? Yeah. Now here's the thing I don't get. She's supposed to attack a second time as well. And sometimes she does and sometimes she doesn't. So, and I don't know why that's happening, but it's happening. But usually she takes out one character and then she takes out a second one. So now all you're doing is facing 2 people. Or she takes out the second one like to half. So you're facing 2.5. So it's actually great. But because she's paired with him and she took out, I can't even remember who that was anymore. She's gone so quick. Since she did that so fast, all of them lost turn meter. And so basically we'll just sit here and hammer them home. I should probably attack. Well, let's see. Boom, there he goes. They lose turn meter. So we go back on the attack again. I don't usually like giving Wonder Woman POT buffs, but debuffs, but what is she gonna do? Let's see. Now we do this. And Kaga's slinging those arrows. Boop, boop. And then she can fin hopefully both of them. Nope, she doesn't do it again. I need to know why is that a bug or something? But anyway, not much of a matter. That's the end of it all. To me, Red Hood is the best lead in the game, hands down. He stacks bleeds, and I used to love bleed teams, and I want to build a bleed team around him actually. But right now, I like building this turn meter team. I feel like all I really need is for one enemy to die, and then I won't get touched again in the rest of the match, or at least not significantly. So, anybody having doubts about him, he's the best to me, hands down.